Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto is like at this, what do they call it? Like the waterfall of truth or something like that, where he has to face his true self. And he's faced with like the most darkest parts that like the Nine Tails has attached itself to. And we know that Naruto, when he gets really angry, that's whenever, you know, the whole will and pulling that all with him and all the stuff that was explained and all that fun stuff. He's not able to like overcome his mean self, anger, whatever, but he learns more about Bee and like his life and how basically his life was very similar, but he always, like, unlike Naruto, who started acting out in order to get attention, to be fair, Bee had like an older brother and stuff like that to like support him, I'm sure, in a way, and all that fun stuff, whereas Naruto didn't have anybody. But they were equally, and I guess this is like this is like a common thing with the Jinchuriki, that they're just like hated by all the villagers. But Bee overcame it potentially for the sake of his brother, but he never acted out, never like retaliated against anybody. He was always just positive and like, I can take it because I've been through worse, which I think that might have led to a little bit why I was crying in the last episode, because I'm like, he's such a positive force, and I really love that. I like him as a character. I also just appreciate a positive force character, which is one of the reasons why I like Naruto so much. But Naruto really considering that and facing that and thinking about his experience compared to Bee's, and how he has like all this anger that he's never really thought about before. Like he's always just forged ahead and just kept his head up and like kept going. Even whenever he was feeling upset, he just kept going, and he's never stopped to think about, like truly think about the anger and the I keep thinking like side eye that he might feel towards some of the villagers and how they treated him before as opposed to the way they treated him now. But I still stand by the fact that even though a lot of people talk about how people never change and things like that, and I guess that is true in some senses, but I do honestly believe that people can change, especially when it comes to their attitude towards people. Because as we can see here, like this is not just like an anime only thing. In real life, things happen where people's minds get changed about other people. And I feel like Gaara, who is now the Kazekage, who was so feared even by his own siblings before, and Bee, who was like hated by the village, did something, we don't fully know his story, but did something to gain the respect and is now a hero of the village. And Naruto, similarly, who is hated by everyone. We're thinking way back to episode 1, and how we just had that whole thing where the whole village is like concerned about him and like reveres him as a hero and wants his autograph. Like, you can show people, like the whole thing, like actions speak louder than words. Naruto's actions have led people to understand that he is more than just a scary tailed beast, that he's a person, and he has accomplished so much, but also like he's using everything that he can. He's constantly training and like all this other stuff. Like he's proven that he is more than just some center of a tragedy that happened a long time ago. He is just I can't keep saying, I'm gonna talk myself into a circle. I just can't like fully describe it, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. And so I just appreciate that he's reflecting on all of this more deeply. And I'm very curious if he's going to be able to face himself now going into the next episode, but I'm not sure. So let's get into this and, you know, find out how he faces himself, where he maybe potentially understands that he does have this anger, but it's okay because he's okay.
Yes.
I think I need to reconsider you, mate. You're actually quite a good guy. Real top rate.
Octopops, you got the very best rap. I'm happy to know you. I'm one lucky chap. Fool, you fool.
I love it. I love that he like gets on his level to communicate with him. I don't think you should always expect people to come to you. You should sometimes go to other people.
So shut up, you know? Go back to the waterfall of truth, and you'll pass with flying colors this time around.
Aw, I love that. I do hope that he passes, because he's gained another new perspective, and I appreciate the onion layers. But I do wonder what he's going to say. Interesting. I was going to say for a hot second he seemed a little subdued, but he was just looking down so he could look back up menacingly. I'm not menacing. I can't be menacing. But I try.
Haven't learned your lesson yet, huh? Try all you want, it'll still be the same.
Never give up, never surrender.
Yeah. Trying to defeat you with force isn't gonna work. I get that now. Because the two of us have all the exact same moves. And you can't chase me out either.
Yeah, you gotta live with the dark sides of yourself.
This place is supposed to reveal the truth in your heart, right? Just let me concentrate then. And I'm gonna show it to you right now.
Is it a bowl of ramen?
For Hokage, Naruto.
I'm gonna be Hokage. You know what? That is his true self. He's gonna be Hokage.
Can I get your autograph? And if you don't mind, could you make it out to my kid, please? He's a real big fan.
Autograph?
You're the hero of the Hidden Leaf. Naruto, the kid who makes miracles. Can I please?
Well, that's how they describe him. Miracles. In a way, his life, the life he's lived from where he started to where he is now, I'm sure seems like a miracle to other people, and also defeating someone who literally destroyed the entire village, but also not, because he kind of did that himself, but...
Just falling over themselves to deceive you. They've been lying to us since we were kids, inventing stupid rules and making us outcasts. Don't you remember that?
You can't ever forget that kind of pain. But even though your past does shape you, it doesn't define you. And you don't have to ruminate and live in it in order to live your life. You can hold it in your heart, but still move forward.
What I do right now is believe in myself.
Believe
I need to trust the meaning
it.
that all of those villagers believe in.
I love this. I might cry again. It's a beautiful moment. He's not going to forget about you, because I will always be with you. Always be in your heart. And you'll never really, truly forget it. But you can grow from it and move forward.
I became strong because you existed. It's thanks to you that I got where I am today.
Exactly.
And what now, huh? What am I supposed to do from now on? That's easy to answer.
Yes! You accept it!
You just need to become me. You are me after all. Thank you for everything you've done. But it's all right now.
I love this so much. Granted, in reality, you can't have like one conversation with yourself or two conversations with yourself and come to this conclusion. It takes a minute. But I appreciate it. This is a very hard life lesson to learn. I've definitely met people in life that are still encompassed by their anger towards situations in the world. And I'm not saying that I don't feel it too. But I try to not let the hardships that I have faced in my life define who I am or how I approach every situation. They will always be a part of me, but that doesn't mean that that is who I am.
What do you say? Shall we try controlling the Nine-Tails' power? From this moment, I'm gonna be your instructor, so prepare.
Woo! Not the death or torture, but I love the rhyme. I love that he's accepted it.
There's something behind the waterfall?
Ah, yes. Gotta love a secret entrance.
Huh?
Ooh, didn't expect there to be like a whole shrine tipple thing here. Oh, was that him on the wall?
You'll be fighting the Nine-Tails here.
I'm gonna fight the Nine-Tails?
You gotta face yourself, and then you gotta face your other self, which is the Nine-Tails, because he's inside you and separate, but also part of you. That makes a lot of sense. But, I hope this is the end. No, I was like, it's too soon to be the end, but I'm not ready to get, this is the last episode I'm watching today. I'm not ready to get into this. I was so excited just to have that beautiful moment about accepting who you are.
I bet they have archaeological importance too. They should be restored.
No. All of these statues were carved without heads to begin with. There's a reason for it.
Interesting.
But listen, how am I ever supposed to
Because-
fight the Nine-Tails here? I mean, really?
I want him to explain the archaeology and the history.
I hope you're not going to do anything excessive.
You think you can control a tailed beast without being excessive? Fool, you fool. This is a sacred place where those selected as Jinchuriki have long come to undergo purification
Interesting.
ceremonies.
And it's in the cloud. I wonder if everybody
Set up
has...
here so you can talk to your tailed beast in a special way.
Oh. Interesting. They're gonna have a conversation, which I was hoping for.
Place. Put your
But-
hand into this space. If you're a good man, respected, no darkness in your heart detected, the door will open. You won't be rejected.
Interesting. And he did just like expel that. And you have to, you know, and he passed through the waterfall. You know what? Lots of symbolism here. I like it.
I'm the real you, your true self inside.
This is too risky. Naruto, just use a shadow clone.
Yo, check yourself. This is a sacred place, fool. You fool.
Yeah, I'll definitely bite off his head. It's a shadow clone because it's not his true.
Naruto! No. This can't. How could this happen? Naruto.
Not gonna lie,
You-
I'm kind of freaking out a little bit too.
Like,
I was like in such disbelief. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna react. But oh my gosh.
Thing too. Those statues are just there to scare you, fool. Yeah.
But I thought you told us this place was sacred. What was that? Fools, you fools!
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I like how similar they are in so many ways. It's so funny. But definitely was in disbelief. I was like, is this like it's a spiritual thing and you can put your head back once you're done? I was considering all the possibilities.
What kind of sealing jutsu was used on your Nine-Tails? Answer my
Oh,
question.
there's
It's a
multiple.
tetragram seal.
Tetragram seal.
Oh
huh?
wait,
I
as
gotta
in,
say, that's
never mind.
impressive.
There are multiple types of
It's
sealing
even more
juices.
solid
I just
than
thought
my
it was
steel shell seal. You got the key?
interesting.
All right.
Interesting. I guess I just thought there was one specific seal that gets used for Jinchuriki, but you can use multiple as long as it's strong enough to hold them. How interesting. Well, I'm assuming that last part, but
trust me, I'm going to do this.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shut the door, you know, and I'll tell you how to deal with the Nine-Tails.
so interesting. This is a way more faceted than I anticipated, but we're not going to really get into it because this episode has to almost be over. This is the end? No. Okay. Fine.
What are you up to?
So, what's up?
Where the real you go, I don't sense it anymore.
The real me? I'm right here. Right in
This is the real me. Accept me for who I am. I'm being very dramatic. I feel like B is rubbing off on me. I need to keep my hands to myself.
What are you plotting?
Can't you see my mouth is full? I can't.
Sorry, busy.
Here goes.
I love this, but also I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting clammy. Ugh. There he goes. It's not gonna get anywhere. It's gonna be the end of the episode before we get anywhere.
Grab his chakra with your own chakra and pull hard. Chakra can only be captured with chakra. It's common sense.
And they are a ball of chakra, which we learned.
There's a chance your chakra might get pulled from you when you try to take his. And you know what happens when all of your chakra is taken from you and dropped to zero, right?
Oh, I see. You're hoping to gain control over my power, are you? You teamed up with the Eight Tails? You the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails? How pitiful!
Well, you know what? It's not like they just pass along this knowledge for everyone to know. Somebody's got to tell you how to do it. I feel like they don't tell Jinchuriki anything. They're just like, you're hated by everyone, deal with it. But also somehow you're supposed to be able to control it. Maybe people with power know, but like, I feel like the people that are actually dealing with it should also know how some of this stuff works. And I'm glad that B is able to share this information with him.
I contain the explosion, but I can give no more cooperation to your operation.
Got it. Like I thought, I'm sitting still, so I can use Sage mode.
You guys! Sage mode inside your brain as you're having a chakra battle with another person that's also you, but inside you and different from you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I knew this was going to be the end though. Yeah. Well, now I'm sad because I'm going to have to wait to watch the next episode. But that is exciting. I like, first of all, the little comedy in the beginning. Okay, let me back up. I like that he had to face the truth of himself and you have to like, you know, in order to go into this special space, you have to have no hatred in your heart, which is why he had to pass the waterfall of truth. You have to face your true self and basically dispel your, like, it's going to be a part of you, but you accept it into yourself. And I really like that. I like that symbolism. Like I was rambling on. I'm sure many of you out there in the world have faced situations where you just feel like you're just so full of anger, or like, you know, if you have like things in your past that maybe, I don't want to say trauma, but like, you know, you had certain things that were tough, and there are some people in this world that it ruminates in them and that they never truly get over it, and they allow it to just overcome them and define everything that they are and everything that they do. But what I love about this is that he's just like, you are still a part of me. You make up who I am, but I don't have to be just that. And I really appreciate that. It's a hard lesson to learn, and I'm sure I still have things to work out about my own childhood, my own past and things like that. But I love this so much. I love it. I love it. But moving on from that, first of all, the little bit where he like lost his head, but he didn't, just got stuck in his shirt. And B was like, I did the same thing. That's so funny. That's so funny. But I also appreciate them going into this space and like having a place where they can, in a way, safely like let out the Nine Tails. Because, you know, I will admit, when they were talking about how you have to train to like control it, I was like, how do you loosen the lid a little bit? Like, you're gonna be, but like, I appreciate that they have like a space. I wonder if every village has like a space like this, or if this is just specifically a Cloud Village thing. I don't know, but I really appreciate it. Maybe not appreciate is the right word, but I really like this facet. I like that he's able in a way to unlock it without a lot of fear of him getting loose and stuff like that. And he's able to talk to him. And I like that B is like explaining how it works, because I'm sure in many villages there's probably something somewhere where people have knowledge about how all this stuff works, but like nobody shares it with the people that actually need it. And even if Tsunade did have the information or like access to it as a person in power, I don't know if she actually knows it. Otherwise she would have helped Naruto do it himself or do it herself instead of relying on somebody else to help him accomplish it. So to me, it feels like this information is not widespread knowledge between all the villages, or at least maybe it's just something that hasn't been passed down or found. I don't know. But like, I know that the Ninetales is giving him a hard time. I was like, but you have to have somebody to teach you the way. You're not going to just know things innately. And he's been trying a lot, like throughout his entire life, throughout his different missions to control it, and he can't seem to do it. And this is why there's like a specific way, and he had to overcome a lot of things. And I don't know, it's a whole other facet. This is like its own layer, but like in this one layer, there are so many other layers, and I really like it. I like that we're learning more and that we're getting into this. I'm excited that he's combining this struggle with the Sage Mode. I was hoping that somehow he could use Sage Mode. I don't know how this is gonna like help him. I know that like enhances his abilities, but like I really just like that he is combining the things that he has learned and able to use them even though they're like inside his mind. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. I like it all. I'm very excited. I'm sad that this is the last episode. I really want to get more into this, but you know what? In good time. We can't rush greatness. So for now, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy onion of a journey. And until next time, bye.